Yo, it's the Lone Star Official. I'm David. This is Justin.
What's up? What's up?
Thanks for tuning in. Justin, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, Dave. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. I'm doing well, man. Ready to get this show started.
Yes, sir.
So, man, let's get into it, man. State of the Cowboys, man. What's up with the Cowboys? Every year, they think they're going to win Super Bowl.
Every year.
But it's a different story. This year, what's the narrative?
The same narrative. They're going to win the Super Bowl. That's the same expectation.
Okay.
The same thing from the Cowboy fans every year. You know, living here in Dallas, you hear the same thing. Oh, this our year.
Yeah.
We got this, and that. We got this amount of talent. We need to go further. We dive in a little bit deeper.
Right.
You know, this year they do have actually some of the better talent they've had in years.
Yeah.
Is that enough, though?
They've been drafting pretty good in the last couple of years, just based off the last year's success, especially in the second half. I'm thinking the Cowboys might do a little something, but what's a little something? Is it going to be another wild card win and divisional playoff loss?
It's going to be a very little something. That's what I'm going to say.
What's a little something to you, man?
A little something. I mean, they're probably going to make the playoffs. They're not going to beat the Eagles in the division this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got the Eagles winning the division.
Okay.
They're probably going to make the playoffs, but they're going to be the same old song and dance. They're going to get to the playoffs, maybe have a good record. To me, I think they play a weak schedule this year. People saying it's strong. I think it's fairly weak.
Yeah.
Especially the first 3 games. And then, you know, good playoff. They might win a playoff game, but there's too many good teams in the NFC. They're not going to beat any of them. Not with Dak Prescott. It's a quarterback-driven league, and they probably have number 17
quarterback
in the league.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You said that they won't beat the Eagles, so you think they're going to finish second in the East or lower?
No, yeah, definitely second.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys and the Redskins are in a rebuild phase. I don't think they have enough talent to compete.
Oh, wow. You think the Cowboys are in rebuild?
No, I meant the Giants and Redskins.
Oh, okay.
Giants.
All right. I was to say, wow. I mean, you don't like nobody they got?
Nah.
No, but let's go back. I want to go back to the Eagles winning the NFC East. What sets the Eagles apart from the Cowboys?
One, they're a better run organization, top to bottom. When you talk about talent, teams with talent, which I think they both have, you got to look things outside of that. What do they do well? How disciplined are they? And then, you know, I think what sets them apart really is the quarterback play. I think they both got strong defenses. Fletcher Cox still on that defensive line. Reese Havoc still doing big things. Cowboys, I feel like stronger in the secondary. And the Cowboys have a better linebacking core on defense. Yeah. But I think the Eagles are more balanced, where Cowboys have certain strengths in certain places, but their depth and their extra key pieces aren't as good. And then we get the offense side of the ball. They both have good offensive lines. And then they have solid receiver core. I think what really sets them apart is the quarterback play.
Okay.
Carson Wentz. Though the stats are pretty similar and the wins, you know, totals are probably, I mean, Dak has an edge there. But I think when it comes down to it, I think I can depend on Carson Wentz healthy than I can Dink and Dunk Dak.
Okay. I can see that. I think the Cowboys are stronger on their front seven. I think that's the strength of their defense. One thing, I think the X factor for the Cowboys this year are offensive coordinator Kellen Moore and John Kitna. I think they're going to diversify the offense, and they're going to make them more unpredictable. I think Witten and Cobb are going to be working the middle of the field, and you can expect more deep balls you can expect more shots downfield to Cooper and Gallup. Tavon Austin, I mean, he's nothing more than a gadget player his whole career. So I think he continues to be used on trick plays and end arounds and gadgets and whatnot. But not saying the Cowboys are going to be win Super Bowl, but I think that they're going to be a lot more explosive. I think they got better. I think Garrett took them as far as they could go.
He's still there.
He is still there.
You think they're going to win the East?
I think they are going to win the East. The reason I mentioned Kellen Moore and Kitna is because they're going to maximize Dak's potential.
How do you know that?
Scott Linehan was very complacent last year. I think Moore and Kitna are going to excel on the things that the Cowboys do well. Now, running the ball, they're going to do that great regardless.
Who they run the ball with?
It could be Zeke. It could be Tony Pollard.
It could be. Zeke might not show up. And if he does show up, he might be out of shape because he doesn't strike me as a hard worker in the offseason. We kind of seen what he's been up to.
They said Zeke was out of shape last season. He came in and led the league in rushing, led the league in carries by a landslide. This man is a feared man to tackle. But you're right. If he's not there, who's going to carry the ball? We can say, hey, they're going to get 1,000 yards.
I mean, they got a great offensive line. I expect them to do well, but we're talking about game-changing talent.
All right, we're on the LSO show. We're getting ready to go to the phone lines. We got some calls coming in.
I didn't even know we had phones.
Didn't know we had phones. Come on, man. This is the Lone Star Official.
I know he's that official, baby.
How do you expect us to stay in contact
Nobody
with our
call me.
fans? We got to have
Text
tweets,
messages.
Instagram, text messages. We got to cover all avenues, man. But today, we're going to go to the phone lines. We're going to see who we got.
What we got?
Should have some calls coming in here pretty soon. Man.
Oh, we don't actually have anybody on the line right now. Oh, okay.
But it's coming.
But it's coming.
But it's coming.
But it's coming.
All right, we got Brady on the lines. Brady, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, Brady? How you doing,
Brady.
man?
My call.
Brady, no problem, man. Thanks for calling in. Where you calling from?
Dallas, Texas, right now.
Okay, we got Dallas in the building.
Dallas represent.
Our first caller ever. I'm straight out of Dallas, man. We appreciate the support, man. What's on your mind?
Oh man, I just wanted to see what y'all thought about the old Zeke holdout thing going on right now.
Oh,
Whether or
man.
not that's a good decision for him or a bad decision. I
Man,
feel like it can go either way for him.
Talking about for Zeke, was it a good decision for him or not?
What's that?
You talking about whether it's not a good decision for Zeke or the Cowboys?
For Zeke? I mean, I know it's a bad position for the Cowboys just because, I mean, we need to have Zeke to be on that, run the ball because, he's kind of like the heart and soul of that offense, I think, personally.
Right. You know, I couldn't agree with you more, Brady. And it's becoming a trend. It's becoming a trend amongst running backs. And Melvin Gordon's holding out now. Le'Veon Bell held out.
Yeah.
Zeke is the best running back in the NFL. He's the most feared running back. Nobody wants to tackle
He's one
Zeke.
of the best running backs in the NFL.
Who's the number one running back in the NFL?
No doubt.
Todd, Saquon.
Saquon.
He's
Okay.
got that O-line, too, though.
TG3.
That O-line protected him.
Yeah, you're right. I'm with you, but I'm gonna have to say for Zeke, I think it's a good move for him. I'm on the side of the players to get them money. He was a 4th round draft pick, and he's lived up higher
Zeke.
than that. I mean, not 4th round. Sorry, fourth overall.
Oh,
pick.
okay, gotcha.
4th overall pick.
Overall.
Yeah, 5th,
Yeah.
4th, 5th. And he's lived up to that and plus more. I think he's been a dynamic running back for them.
Oh, yeah, no
And
doubt. I mean, I'm all for paying guys, and, I don't want the Cowboys to be in a position to where they're just so heavy on few guys, but I really want them to play. And I love Dak, I love the offense, but Zeke is the glue that holds all that together.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. The offense runs through Zeke, and the reason why he's my number one back in the NFL is because he led the NFL in carries and yards by a landslide. And that's the only running back in the NFL who carried the ball over 300 times. So he's a real workhorse.
Bottom line, the man deserves to get paid.
Yeah,
Cowboys,
pay him.
Cowboys are paying. They got another guy in that same draft class.
I agree.
Another guy in the same draft class, drafted number 47 overall, Michael Thomas, who just got $100 million. If he can get that and produce the way he did, Zeke deserves to get paid the same way. Now he got a little more leverage. I think Cowboys need to ante up and go get it for him. I think Zeke at this point in his career has great leverage. If he plays another season, something doesn't go right, or he gets hurt, he loses all that leverage. And right now, he's more than lived up to his contract, and I think he's in a good position to hold out.
Yeah, I think he's got a little leverage on that whole deal. I know the Cowboys are in a position holding on to him because he's still got 2 years on his contract.
Right.
They could do the 2-year franchise tag as well. But if he just holds out, I know he'll get paid.
Yeah,
but
he should.
I hate to see him sit out for a
Now,
year.
my thing is, if he holds out and he ends up holding out for the whole year, I don't know if long term that's good for him because it's never good for somebody to sit out for a whole year. I mean,
Especially running back.
Granted, he's got a lot of miles on him. He probably can
kinda
use it. Yeah, he's got a lot of miles on him. Maybe he can use a year off, but I'm never an advocate for somebody sitting out a year. It's the National Football League where everybody's getting better every season. So
Absolutely. Hey, Brady, thanks for calling in, man. Before you go, we want to get your prediction on the Cowboys record this year. Go ahead.
Oh, the record this season, with or without Zeke?
Without him. Let's plan for the worst.
Oh, without, man, I think it's 8-8 season, man.
Ooh.
Without.
Ouch.
With him, he's
Brady,
I think it's a 10-6.
Third in the East.
You're probably the most realistic Cowboy fan I've heard in a while, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate your call.
Hey, man, that's right. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, that was a pretty good call, man.
I like Brady, man.
8-8 without Zeke. I think that's fair.
He understands what the team's built on, what the foundation is. He understands that Dak is not a top 10 quarterback.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think it's going to be very interesting to see how the Zeke situation unfolds.
As much leverage and position he has right now, Stephen Jones plays hardball. Ever since he's taken over, he's done really good with the contracts, really good with acquiring players, and they've drafted really well. They drafted 2 running backs this year. One's more of a wide receiver than anything, but they have the pieces in place. I feel like they kind of foresee something going on. Maybe not this season, something going on in the future, and they got a lot of other guys that got to pay. I don't know if he's going to get paid from the Cowboys. I don't know how it's going to play out, but he's in a position to use his leverage, so we'll see how this plays out.
So we want to thank Brady again for calling in and being our first official caller of the LSO and giving a realistic prediction on what the Cowboys could look like without Zeke. So we'll see how that plays out.